Hi and welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the relation between continuous delivery and DevOps. I will start from a video that I've seen, and then we're going to discuss what was my experience, so how I understand DevOps and how I think they're related. Before we start, hi, my name is Anto. This is Out of DevOps, a YouTube channel for software engineers. If you're interested in software engineering or continuous delivery, consider subscribing. So I recently watched a video on the continuous delivery channel, and by the way, you'll find the link to the video and to the channel down in the description. It's the channel of Dave Farley, which is also the co-author of Continuous Delivery, the book. There was a conversation about continuous delivery versus DevOps, and I don't know, because I tend to disagree a little bit with especially with the initial part of the video, because there is this comparison between two things that in my opinion are not comparable. To explain why I think they are not comparable, I will go through what was my experience in my career with the DevOps and Agile transformation in a few of the companies I worked for. So when I started working in 2010, the companies I worked for were still trying to figure out how to implement Agile, and DevOps was probably only on the academic world, was not yet a thing, at least where I was working. And we moved from a model where we had different floors, where there was the back-end floor, the front-end floor, literally floors in the building, the mobile floor, we started realizing that this model wasn't working. We also had operations living and working in another country, so it was the typical situation that you can expect a few years ago, where it works on your machine and then you throw it to the operation team, and the operation team tries to make it work in production. We realized that there were issues with that model, and there was this culture of continuous delivery. I think around that time the book Continuous Delivery from Dave Farley and Jay Zumble came out, and we read the book and we decided to implement all the things that were described in that book. And while implementing that, we also went through the Agile transformation. So we started creating self-organizing teams, and we started having this concept of T-shaped engineers, where every single member of the team was skilled not just in one thing, but we were trying and we were encouraging cross collaboration with different people, with different teams, to increase the skills as engineers and to make teams that were self-sufficient, trying to limit the external communications with other teams. So, and while we were doing this, there was also this thing, I think, few years before Node.js became a thing, so there was a bigger push towards full stack developers, and we realized that full stack was good, but probably was not enough, because there was still the operation part. So, and the term DevOps was floating around. So our interpretation of DevOps was that you need to aspire to have engineers that can work across the stack, including the infrastructure. This with time became easier because we started having cloud infrastructure that is easier to manage from an engineering point of view, because it's essentially managed using software and using APIs. So thanks to this concept we adopted of DevOps, was much easier and smoother the creation of our continuous delivery pipelines. So I don't know about others, about your experience, but for me, the implementation of continuous delivery required this adoption of DevOps, especially because if you think continuous delivery wants to shift left as many things as possible, from security to testing, so everything try to do as early as possible to receive this immediate feedback. But at that point, you need to be good at all these things, which brings the culture of DevOps, where we don't put labels on ourselves. We don't classify ourselves as front-end, back-end. We are just software engineers, and we try to do as much as possible. Obviously, in a team, you can find people that are specialized in one aspect or the other, but I would expect in any team to have enough knowledge to at least touch the code, even if it's not your specialty. So this is the concept that helps implementing a robust continuous delivery pipeline. It's the essence of what I think is DevOps. So I keep saying DevOps treated as a title or treated as a team. There is the DevOps team. There's no such a thing as DevOps team, in my opinion. Don't know what you think. Let me know. I think this is core in what I love to discuss. So if you want to participate to the conversation in the future episodes, just comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer in a future video. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.